this image. Shows my messy ass house. Let's do this. Alright, I'm putting this up here so I don't lose it. It'll look weird as hell. I'll probably put it up here, honestly. I'll forget about it and I'll be swatting at it later going, what the heck is that? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You have made it to the Honeydew List channel. Today we will be working on some picture frames that the wife has put on my fabulous honey-to-do list. As you can see here, I'm about to start measuring these up, getting them all set it up. If you're new to this channel, I am Taylor. This is my honey-do list channel, and all we do here is a bunch of projects and fun, and come along with this journey as we fail through all these honey-do lists. I'm just kidding. It's just fun. So what I'm doing here is you're going to see is I'm going to measure the smallest picture frame, find the halfway point, and measure that down from the door frame. The wife has suggested that she wants all the picture frames to be centered with each other, and she wants the smallest one on the ends to be level with the door frame. So as you see here, I am finding the top of the door frame, measuring down halfway. Drop my ruler again. Measuring down halfway of the smallest picture frame, creating a mark on both sides, and then I'm going to stretch a string across from one end to the other. As you can see here, I'm arguing with myself, trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do, and struggling through exactly how I'm going to do this. And I'm explaining this to myself so I know exactly where I'm doing this. But I'm telling you the exact thing that I'm doing now. So, finding halfway, measuring it across, creating a center line for me so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm ready to fight myself. So here I go to attach the string. Now that I know my halfway point, you don't have to use anything specific. I'm using masking tape because it's the cheapest stuff I can find around. Nice and easy. Some twine that I got from her hobby supplies. Don't tell her where I got them from. Then I'm gonna, as you're gonna see, I'm gonna stretch it out real nice and easy. Once I get the string cut, I then straighten it out, get it nice and tight, so I have my mark. Yeah, I'm talking smack to myself. There's a good thing I muted that. Now that I have my halfway point, I'm going to start arguing with myself, trying to figure out which one's center. I'm going to measure halfway in the middle, get the center one marked up, and then evenly divide the other two between each other. Once I find my halfway point, then I can evenly split half and half. I lost my pen in the process. Happens. Everything I lose it. I just lose everything I'm looking for. Okay. And then I'll know the rest of my marks, measurements, and so as you see here, I'm going to start measuring out exactly halfway on the wall, using my tape measure to mark exactly halfway. Using the tip of the tape measure, I can create a minor scratch on the wall that is easily seen, but not enough that it is a permanent impression on the wall. It is very light and easy to remove. Just rub it with your finger and it will go away. It is a small indentation and figuring out exactly where I need to be. I can then measure down from that line and create a little mark with my fingernail on the bottom where that sign's supposed to be. Lining them up, I can find exactly where I need to be, halfway of the string and halfway down from the point, and then halfway over from the point to the middle of the wall. By doing this process, I can easily identify where I need to hang my mark, create a little scratch with the top of my pegs, which have the top two hooks. Those top two hooks are exactly how far down and over I need to be with my nails. I can then get my screws and go up on the wall and figure out exactly where I need to be, creating a nice level point. I can then measure from point to point easily by measuring from the center. As you see, I'm standing on a step stool and a desk. Please, please express extra caution when climbing on furniture and or objects. I am not a trained professional and I am assuming my own risk. please do the best you can to make sure you don't follow my example when it comes to climbing on furniture. I am not a professional, nor do I give you any freedom to do such thing. It is very dangerous, and I am assuming my own risk. As you see, I just screwed in the 2 screws, getting the points exactly where they need to be so I can then hang up the signs as needed. The goal is on all of these. When you have the alligator bite here, you push this up against the wall, and you need to know exactly where it's at. You know the bottom square, so you find halfway and halfway, 6 inches. Boom. I know where that needs to be. Now you need to find how far over it needs to be. So I'm going to measure from the wall to whatever point I need, find my halfway point, mark it on the wall. Find out how high I need it up. Okay. In this case, the missus said, top of this needs to be with the top of the door frame. Okay. Well, measured across. Now, these are exactly 24 inches. Half of that, 12 inches down, they're all going to be symmetrical across the middle. So I made a symmetrical line from one end to the other. Whether the wall's straight or not, I ain't going by that mistake again. I got too many walls to prove that's wrong. So we're going through the symmetrical line in the middle to say this is my center point. So from halfway down, 12 inches, I put a mark on the wall. It's rubbable, so you can just put your finger. So using the ruler, I measured down 12 inches from my mark. Measured over exactly how many inches I want over from the center point over this way and the wall over this way. Got my mark down. Line the bottom of it up, right where on that point is. Put it up. Give it a little rub. This little black part is going to create a little smear on the wall. It's so small that even like the naked eye can barely make it out. Now I know where it's at, so then I'll come by, I'll take my screw and poke just barely below that, knowing that that's where my piece is going to be. Then, if I go in and there's no anchor, or there's no stud, back it out. Now I got my pilot already done, because these here will pilot for me. And then I'll come in with an anchor, and I will drill an anchor using that as my pilot hole. Since I already drilled a hole, my pilot's ready to go. Now if I hit a stud, send it, I'm done. So, stud, or nothing, back it out, shoot my anchor, I'm good to go. Now, this is a brand new house. Talking with the code and talking with everybody when they first built the house. If there's major electrical, they're gonna put it in at least halfway through the stud. So all my screws are super short. Also, anything that's like primary, hey, don't drill over this, they're gonna put metal blackout plates over it. So I have nothing to worry about on my secondary wall here like this. Now, exterior walls and interior primary walls, I'd be more worried about that. But in the bedroom here, on the secondary wall, not even load bearing, I'm good. And that's how you do the honeydew list. Not saying I did a good job, but I did the job. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Try to film a reaction, but I doubt she'll take it. We'll see. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye.